Tony, welcome to Gun.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on? What? All right, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. You're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. Tricks
everybody. Welcome. It's Monday. Thanks for joining us here on the Knockem Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. Wherever you're watching from, we ask that you share the link on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. The Knockem Dead Comedy Show, we're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Hicksville. Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Jeff is here. Oh, it would help if I turned your mic on. Say it again.
I said I had a decent weekend.
What'd you do?
Not much of anything, really.
Well, that's a decent weekend
That
to
is
me.
a good weekend.
John Rusiello is watching. Good morning, John, sir. Hope you're feeling well, pal. Hope you're feeling well. Yeah, it was a decent weekend.
The
Don
weather's been shit.
The weather's been
Off
shit,
and on.
and this whole week it's supposed
This
to be
whole
freaking
week.
raining, which
Whole
sucks.
freaking week.
Because I got to drive to Boston on Thursday, which means I'll be driving in the rain, which sucks. And then I got to, unload all the equipment, load the equipment, and then even Friday it's supposed to. I believe here in our neck of the woods, it's supposed to rain through
Most every day.
through Saturday. So that sucks. Driving to and from Boston.
Have you checked Boston weather?
I have not, because I don't really care that much.
Well, you might care when you're unloading the car.
Well, true, but I can't do anything
But you
about
can't
it.
change it.
Right,
You
so
can't
that's
change
why I
it.
don't
This
like
is true. This is true. Why aggravate yourself by looking it up?
Exactly.
So I'll do it for you and tell you.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm concerned about.
What is that?
Is that Tyler Noble guy.
Yeah. Yeah, what is he? He's got something better to do today, I guess.
Well, yeah, he's got something better to do today. And then he informed me Thursday. He went to Minnesota or Minneapolis or Mississippi, wherever the fuck
One
he
of those
goes.
M places.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's filming something. He's supposed to come to Boston on Thursday to do my show, and he informs me that he's coming back from wherever he is Thursday morning. And we're leaving Thursday afternoon. So with all this rain, his freaking flight better get here. And I think it's safe to say that he booked me first. So if he, if there's if there's any
Film
problems,
pilot, Boston with Tony. I'm going Boston with Tony.
yes, well, yeah, it's more fun.
And it's going to rain anyway. I just checked.
But that's is it in Boston? So if there's problems with the flights, well, then he better figure out a flight to Boston.
Well, if we know Tyler, he probably picked one of those little no-frills airlines.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And you know how they go.
That son of a bitch bastard.
Hopefully he didn't fly JetBlue.
Yeah, they're the worst in the rain, right?
Well, they're just never on time. Them, Spirit, Frontier.
Anybody that's not American.
All the no-frills.
That's right. Stick with American with everything.
Minneapolis would be Delta.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not
Delta's
no-frill,
not
but Deltas
bad.
are,
Yeah, I've
They're
done
one of the
Delta.
big three.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Big three.
Speaking of Tyler, since he's not here, and this is our first Monday back to normal.
Yeah,
'Cause we're not doing the pajama month is over.
No pajama. Yeah, but I will miss those muffins though. They were tasty.
I'll tell you, she's just dying to. I think she wants to make that a permanent thing. She was sending me stuff like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I am gonna miss you guys tomorrow. She sent me a screenshot. Her phone reminder is still going off that she's due here on Mondays. So, but she's still getting her Tyler fix. That's for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What am I talking about, you ask?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll show you a video. So, this past Monday was the muscles.
Saturday.
What did I say?
Monday.
Oh, sorry. This past Saturday was what was it called? The Muscles for
Muscles and Meals? Or
Muscles and Meals, yeah. Where they had eating contests and they had all sorts of contests, and it was a nice fundraiser for EJ's, PJ's. Go check them out on the socials because it is a great organization.
Oh, yeah.
We're just poking fun. But it is a great organization. So this past Saturday, they had their Muscles for Meals where they had all sorts of contests and stuff. So I'll show you a clip. This is our Tyler taking place in an eating contest.
Mm-hmm. I think it was a muffin.
On your mark. Get set.
See him?
I see him.
Go.
Is it a muffin?
Oh, one big bite right there. Oh, I think
it was going to be like a steak.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks almost looks like a burger. I don't think that's a muffin.
Make sure you drink that water.
All right, so that was that.
On your mark.
Okay, yeah, that didn't look like a muffin to me.
No,
but
get to.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw something at home about it, and I didn't get to. Yeah, it does look like a burger. Yeah, they're burgers.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, I got one more video where you get a better view of Tyler. Of course, he's wearing his Minnesota hat, which makes me mad. But he's got the Knockem Dead Comedy EJ's PJ shirt, so that's okay.
All
right, let's show this. This one's only 11 seconds.
Give it to your best shirt right now. Who's going to win? It's going to be fast again. It's going to be fast again. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win?
Let's go!
All right, that was that. So that looked like a burger too.
Yep.
Trish sent me another video of her taking part in the eating contest, but I didn't upload it to this thing because she told me no, but I'm telling you, she's gonna puke in this thing.
Oh yeah.
She's eating over like this. So I'm watching the video. I'm like, is she gonna puke? But she never did in the video anyway.
Yeah, right.
But Tyler, see, we can talk about him because he's not here. He's a smart dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's got this figured out. Let me go to these eating contests. I don't care if I win or lose. I get free meal.
Getting a meal.
I mean, again, he's complaining he has no money. So he's just going to these. And he's living out in Medford currently, which is not too far from where this contest was.
Yeah.
So he just goes there, hangs out with his hottie girlfriend, hangs out with Trish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's hanging out with hotties and getting free meal.
Women and food.
Women and food. I mean, really. You just need a baseball game and some Van Halen, and you're set. Like, what else is there?
Yeah.
He's a smart dude. But if he screws me on Thursday, I will have to kill him.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry. I don't think you have to worry.
That weather better hold up.
He wouldn't want to have to answer to us.
And he will.
You know.
So, yeah, I'm concerned. I'm a little worried about Thursday.
I think you'll be fine.
All right.
But, don't take it out of me if it,
I won't. I won't. I won't.
I'm just trying to make you not worry so much.
I appreciate it.
You don't want to lose any more hair.
No, I'll lose it from my arms.
Yeah.
Ann is watching. Good morning. Ann Fremder is here. The rain in Spain is mainly in Levittown. Apparently all flights to and from Mexico are on delay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, listen. John says, hi, baby girl, sweetie. Oh, my goodness. Fremder, nothing better for breakfast than a delicious muff in. Well, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Yeah. This weekend we had a good night. Don and I were in here on Saturday night. Rosie came by. Mike Keegan was here.
He entered the room?
Mike Keegan actually did come in. Yeah, I think it was the first time. Yeah.
All right.
But he talked about his co-hosts because they're gay together. So yeah. James Grimm came in. We had some new friends come in. Who am I missing? Jack Adam. A bunch of people. It was a great night here at Governor's in Levittown. Rosie was performing in the Giggle Room with Keegan and James Grimm and Peter Anthony. This guy Peter Anthony, he's right out of The Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
But I've known this guy for years. Our kids went to school together in Wantor. It was about a year ago. I'm here and I'm walking through the hallway and I see him. What the fuck you doing here? So I'm doing comedy now. Oh shit. So he was here. We had a good night.
Nice.
In the main room was Frank Spadone, who's been on the show before. Featuring for him was Louie from the Uncle Louie Variety Show. So that was fun to see him. They had a great time in there. We can hear the crowd laughing their asses off. Good night. The place was buzzing, and that's when I really appreciate being here because on those nights when it's just buzzing back here, Olga Naaman was hosting for Frank Spadone. It's just nothing but great people hanging around, and you feel the buzz, you feel the energy, everybody's just laughing their asses off.
And Mary and I missed it.
And Mary and you missed it. You guys were supposed to be here.
We were going to be here. We were going to come here and hopefully get into Keegan's show or the main, whichever was available.
You would have been, it would have been a good night either way.
Yeah, and our daughter, having a fear of the impending thunderstorm, kept us home.
And did we even get it?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nope. We didn't.
So she's punished?
She should be.
Oh, yeah. Smacked around?
A little bit, but it's my little girl. I can't,
Well,
I just go, okay, baby. No problem. Daddy's here.
Daddy's here. Does she appreciate that?
She does, but she'll never tell me.
Right, exactly. She's a teenager.
Yeah.
If you and Mary want to get out this weekend, come here. Jim Florentine will be here. Jim Florentine is awesome. Actually,
is he Friday or Saturday?
Yes.
Or both? Okay.
You do great whether you want to go here or to the brokerage. My pal Mark Riccadonna will be there.
Okay.
He is fantastic. Good friend of me and Don. We've done a lot of work with Mark. Great comedian. He's so you'll luck out either way. If you go see Mark, you can talk to him after and throw my name out, and he'll be all over you. He's great.
Not in a gay way.
Well, unless you want it.
No.
Maybe he's on the road a lot. He's lonely. You never know. Wife. No, he's all right. He got married on the stage right here at Governor's.
Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
John Rusciello, the only thing that would be better if we could watch the show on my couch with a nice cup of coffee. Okay. Fremder, can we talk about the guy that fell out of his seat at the stadium?
God.
You guys want to play some baseball?
That was terrible. Did you see that video clip?
I still cannot figure out what he was doing.
Neither can I, because it's like I guess there was a hit or something.
Yeah, Andrew
and he got up
McCutcheon
out
hit
of
a
his
double.
seat like this. And all
But
of a sudden, bang.
But it almost looks like
he launched himself.
Yeah. Like he was going to do some circus act or something on the railing.
I don't know.
It literally looks like he just
so
jumps
weird.
out.
Yeah, it's so
and then the
weird.
way he lands like a rag doll.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was I haven't heard any updates. Last I heard, he was in critical condition.
Was last I heard. Yeah. I'm curious what his BAC was.
He's only in his 20s. They identified him. The news had it. I forget what his name is though, but he was a college football star.
Oh yeah.
I hope. I mean, of course, I hope he lives, but I hope he lives too, so we can actually ask him what in the world were you
happened.
doing?
Yeah, if he has recollection.
Well, true.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, holy jeez, players are all kneeling down, praying.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Well, yeah. They were in the middle of the play, and some of the players started yelling from the outfield.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Jeff.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. Hanging in there.
You should have watched the show Friday night. Did you see the show Friday night?
Which show?
The Walker show on Friday night.
It was Saturday. That's why I got confused.
Oh, Saturday. I apologize.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't get to see it.
Okay. So he had a lot of people on. There was good comedians. But Tony Walker stole the show. And he didn't have to say a word. So,
John, you're breaking up, buddy. You're breaking up. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay.
All right.
Let me give you. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, Tony Walker had a lot of good comedians on. It was a very funny show. But the guy who stole the show was Tony Walker. He was the funniest guy I've ever seen in my life, and he didn't have to say a word. So let me give you a little play-by-play.
Mm-hmm.
Tony brought in some Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies.
That's correct.
Okay, don't tell me I'm correct. I know I'm correct. Shut up when I'm talking. Don Still opened up the cookies, and Tony, of course, being the sweet tooth that he has, he was eating these. I guess they were very small chocolate chip cookies, but every time he would take a chocolate chip cookie, he would look at it, he would examine it, he would bite half of it, then look at the inside.
I'm gonna have to look back at this.
And then he would look, but he must have ate at least 10 chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But that's exactly what he did. Every cookie, he turned around. He was talking. He was hosting the show. It was a lot of fun. But every time somebody else would talk, he would take a chocolate chip cookie and look at it, examine it, and bite it, and then he would turn around and look at it again. Inside.
You're actually making me laugh, John, because you're absolutely right. And I've never thought about that until you brought it up. But you're absolutely right. I have no idea why I do that, but I've been doing that as long as I can remember. And I never realized I was doing that until you brought it up. And I've never realized.
You don't take the cookie first and tap it on your chin and then bite it, do you?
No, well, I was going to, like Raymond's brother.
Yes, exactly. Johnny got it.
But I got to tell you how therapeutic this show was. Jeff, I had a little episode that I had to get some. I was sick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the pill didn't work this week.
Well,
anyway,
you sound a lot better compared to Friday, by the way.
I told you, I told you I would bounce back.
You did.
It's amazing what drugs do to you. Especially plasma. But anyway, so I'm watching the show and I'm a little down because whatever.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop laughing. And Dawn was in the other room. She was talking to her girlfriend, and she comes running in. She goes, "What's so funny?" I go, "Look at Tony. Look how he's eating his chocolate chip cookies." And it was a pause. It was a pause between cookies. All right, and then the finale was. I think he brought the cookies in because Rosie was bitching that there was no food or no snacks.
That's correct.
So I think he brought it in for Rosie. By the time Rosie got there was like 2 cookies left. and he held up the box. He goes, "Rosie, you want a cookie?"
Want a cookie, little girl?
Oh, it was hysterical. I tell you. I had to say that on the air because and most of the listeners was watching. And I know Ann, my honey Ann was watching, and it was just the funniest thing.
Laughter is the best medicine, Johnny.
That's right.
Oh, I tell you, So, Tony, I have to ask you a question.
Sure.
Okay, when you go to bed with an itchy ass, what do you wake up with?
Go to bed with an itchy
Stinky
ass,
finger.
sticky finger, stinky finger.
Smelly finger. Goodbye.
I thought he was going to say something like an itchy ass, like he was going to refer to like whoever you're sleeping with is the ass. Or something.
Gotcha.
All right, so we were just. See, he's butt calling me again. Didn't he do this to us last week?
I think so. Yeah.
Are you butt calling?
Laughter is the best medicine,
Yeah,
Johnny.
he is. He's butt calling.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you.
Look, we can hear him watching the show.
I have to ask you a question. Sure.
Hey, John, you're on again.
Yeah, John.
Now we're hearing ourselves on the show. You crazy butt dialer. I guess he's got the itchy butt.
He is an itchy butt.
He's got the itchy butt.
Oh, he's got itchy. Yeah, he's got itchy phone.
I thought he was going to say something.
So, all right. So any second we're going to hear him hang up.
He's going to go, "Oh, shit, I must have butt dialed him."
Yeah.
Like the ass. Gotcha.
Go ahead.
All right, so we were.
Here we go. The phone's about to ring. There it is.
I see he's like calling me again. Didn't he do this to us last? I think so. Yeah.
Is he going to say anything?
There it is.
He hung up.
All right, so we were just.
Oh, look.
What the hell? He's calling again?
Carol Miner's on with us today.
Are you butt calling me again? He's butt calling
butt dialing
again.
you again.
He is an itchy butt.
Dawn, take the phone away from him. He can't even handle. I bet you he can't even handle a VCR.
Oh, good Lord.
I can't believe he's
believe
butt
it.
calling. There he goes.
There he goes.
All right.
But hey, look, our friend Carol's here.
Oh, Carol's watching?
Yeah. Hey, Carol.
I love Carol. Carol, hope you're well. Hope you're doing okay. Let's see. Friend Rosie, what? Firemara. It was great watching Tony worship his cookie. I loved it. One butt cheek says to the other, "We'll get through this shit together." Oh, John just said sorry. Look at this.
Don't be sorry, John. It was entertainment.
He's got to be
And
doing
he's
this on
calling us
purpose,
again.
right? It's got to be on. Oh, and it just hung up. John, put the phone down. Put the phone
Some people
down.
should not have smartphones, maybe.
Well, yeah, because he's not smart.
He needs a dumb phone.
Exactly. A John
little
phone.
Flip ones. Some little flip ones back in the day. Remember we all tried getting phones like as small as could be?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at the size of this thing. It's great. It's like not even there, you know?
It
And now
doesn't
we want
even matter.
these bricks.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they take good pictures.
They do. This is true.
Speaking of John, I was waiting for John to get into it when he called, but he didn't. But this morning, he got into it. He bitched at me. So for my birthday, he sent me 2 boxes of chocolates. one box of just assorted, another box that was all different peanut butter cups.
Mm-hmm.
So
none of them were like Buc-ee's, though, I bet.
Well, that's the thing. So he said to me about a week. Well, all right, my birthday was last week, so it was probably last Monday or Tuesday. I contacted him and thanked him, and he said, let me know if these are, how these compare to Buc-ee's.
Mm-hmm.
So, I did. All right. So to answer that question, they were good peanut butter cups, John, and I thank you. And I don't remember off the top of my head who made them, but I thank you, John, for sending them. But no, they do not add up to Buc-ee's. I can't think of anything, especially with peanut butter. When it comes to chocolate or a chocolate peanut butter concoction, I can't think of anything that matches up to Buc-ee's.
No.
I just can't.
No.
Speaking of which, I think it was 2 Thursdays ago. We have musicians on Thursdays. We had Rich Dart and John Billings from Mickey Dolenz' band. So Rich Dart is the drummer. Just a few days ago, he posted a video of himself walking into a Buc-ee's for the first time.
Really?
I was like, oh, cool. See, everybody loves Buc-ee's. Everybody loves Buc-ee's.
I love Buc-ee's, and I've never been there.
I've never been there either.
I've never been there.
And I really love the place, thanks to Carol. And no, John, I appreciate you sending the peanut butter cups, but no, it was definitely not a Buc-ee's.
I can't even look at a Reese's peanut butter cup the same.
Oh, I won't even eat it now. No. And forget Buc-ee's and the rest. It's just Reese's itself. Like, I don't know what that is. That's not peanut butter inside of that thing.
No, it's some kind of fake
It
peanut
looks
butter.
like. It looks like chalk to me. That's what it looks like, and then it just tastes like sand. I don't know what that is. It makes me mad because I used to love Reese's peanut butter cups when there was peanut butter in it, which I could go down a whole rabbit hole here because then whenever I talk about it, it just makes me think how the quality of pretty much everything has gone down
They
through
try
the
and
years.
get cheap.
Right.
They try
Everybody's
and get
getting cheap
to maximize profit. And
right.
Yada, yada, yada.
The CEOs
suck.
And the money that they make compared to their top employee, it's no exaggeration. It's around 400%.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, it wasn't even 100%. Everybody, you could still have quality product and still make your money. You don't everybody's looking to get billions these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody's just satisfied with having a good living.
Yeah, extremely comfortable. Well, nothing wrong with extremely comfortable. They need to have FU money or they're not happy.
Because they need to, fly they need to back.
Yeah.
Because, that's needed.
Oh, yeah.
Because, Amazon, barely gets, Amazon employees barely get medical benefits, but Jeff Bezos, he can make a rocket ship.
Yep.
Again, I can go on with this forever. Carol says she loved her Razor phone. Yeah. So sorry, John. It did not measure up to the Buc-ee's. But then I'm complaining because John reached out to me this morning. You never talked about the Reese's on your show. I asked you if it was better than Buc-ee's, and you never said anything. You don't listen to me. You thought I'm a better. Go learn how to use a phone. I think it just comes down to the only reason he sent it so that I can just talk about him here on the show and lead everybody to think what a great guy he is. Because, he has, his wife, he has Ann, he has Diane.
Yep.
Apparently, see, another example of greed. Mm-hmm. He has he has 2 beautiful women, and then he takes my Diane from me. Son of a
Oh, well, you talked about him enough. What do you got next?
Carol says, get your order in. Carol, the peanut butter, the chocolate, what do they call it? It has a name. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, what was it
It is
specifically?
It has a name. What's it called?
OSCAR.
Come on. Oh, the overbite. The overbite.
The
overbite. Carol, the peanut butter chocolate overbites.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's
Nothing
it.
more.
Not the dark chocolate.
No.
Nothing fancy. Just the regular. And
we could save on shipping if she just does a double order in one box for us. Half for you, half for me.
True. Look at so you can get it on eBay.
Yeah.
Wow, just one of them for $13.
Stupid.
Holy crap. That's good to know though in case Carol's busy. What is this? True Texas merch, $5.99.
I might have to get some of those when my friends from the UK come over in the summer.
Yeah.
They're going to have to try these.
Wow. Yeah, $5.99. That's not bad. True. I don't know how long it'll take to get here, but let's see. Amazon. 25.
Yeah, we looked at that. I remember that, yeah.
We looked at this?
Yep.
And that's for one?
Yep. See over there, quantity 1. Only 4 left in stock.
Holy
Yeah.
Carol, you
So
could sell these.
stupid.
Yeah, Carol, you should. Yeah, $13 on
To other people, Carol. To others.
Well, right. Well, no, I send Carol money.
Well, yeah. But I meant,
Yeah.
for the $25 each.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, we send Carol money.
Yeah, Carol, you should start a
Absolutely.
business. Wow, $25. And where was that? Amazon? And you said there was what? Only 4 left?
4 left in stock.
Look at
That's
that.
what the note says there.
Yeah, so
Not
that
like
means-
they won't restock.
Well, true, but it means people are buying them.
Yeah.
For $25. Holy
Who's
moly.
the seller? Is there a seller? Ships from some store there under the buy now. Keep going.
Oh, the
Ships from
Garvell
sold by
store.
Garvell?
Not Carvel,
Yeah.
Garvell.
100% rating.
Yeah. Great
Great
service.
service,
This is, okay, great taste. Repeat buyer. Okay, all right.
Repeat buyer.
Wow.
That's insane.
$25. Whew, holy moly. Yeah, overbites. There she is. She said it. 2 girls, 1 Reese's, says friend.
That was disgusting. That
what?
video. Yeah, anyway.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
was horrible.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
All right, so I can cross that off the list. John's bitching. Okay.
Okay.
I actually
yeah,
wrote
say
that.
John's bitching. Yep.
Yep. All right, one thing I wanted to talk about with you, my friend, because the craziness is over with pajamas and surprise guests and people in Minneapolis, there is something that you and I had discussed, said we wanted to talk about in here, and we just never did because we had too much craziness going on around here. So this is old news. This is how topical we are. We wanted to talk about the porn star that died filming the threesome.
Oh, that's right. Went over the balcony or
Yeah.
something, right? That's right.
I think where was it, in France maybe, or South Brazil maybe?
I think it's South America.
So okay, so maybe it was
Okay.
Brazil. Yeah, this girl was filming. She was some porn star.
Yeah.
Filming
Or
a
a
threesome
wannabe
scene.
porn star,
Well,
whatever
yeah,
it was.
on a balcony, and she right in the middle of the scene, she ended up falling over the balcony, fell to the ground, and died. I don't know. It might be a good way to go. Maybe I don't know. Like, you know.
No, not if you got time to think of it on the way down.
Well, true.
You know.
I know, but even then, like, you know, if I'm having sex, and then even if I fell over a balcony while having sex, I think I might say, well, all right, this sucks, but at least I was having sex.
And you'll definitely be read about.
Well, I don't care about that. I'm dead. But I'm just concerned about how I'm going to die. I'm not afraid of death. I'm just afraid of how I'm going to die.
Yeah, no.
And I don't want any long, drawn-out thing.
Yeah, I don't want to know nothing
God
about
forbid.
it.
No? You don't want to know
I
anything
don't know
about it?
nothing about it.
Really?
No.
Like, I'd prefer somebody coming up behind me and shooting me in the head as opposed to, like, long, drawn-out, disease or illness or something.
Yeah.
Or falling from a balcony, because like you said, my belief is if you're jumping off a bridge, you're falling off a balcony, it's my opinion you're dead of a heart attack before you even hit the ground. Because you're so scared, especially if you're not jumping on purpose. If you're filming a threesome, you're getting banged, and the next thing you know, you're falling to the ground and you see nothing but pavement coming at you.
Fast approaching.
I think you're dead of a heart attack. But
Yeah. I don't know. I think it all depends. I think
a gunshot to the head is sudden.
Yeah.
You probably don't feel a thing because
No.
it's so fast.
No, but then I'd be a little pissed off. I didn't get to say goodbye to anybody.
Well, yeah, but same thing. If you're filming a threesome, you don't know you're going to
True.
die. Plus, she was in her 20s.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't have been able to say goodbye to unless she yelled it from goodbye. Or actually, probably more like good.
True.
Sorry.
Very true. Yeah. I don't know. How do you? I don't know, man. That's crazy.
And they say...
I think there's a little more to that story, though. Like,
you think?
Well, I mean...
Well, the authority said no foul play was suspected. Like, I think they actually did investigate this. Can you imagine, like, I don't know, if I'm the guy or one of the guys, I'd be like, I don't know if I'd feel bad or if I'd be bragging. See, look, I'm so big and powerful that it sent her right over the edge.
It sent her over the edge. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Don't mind me. I'm being weird today. I'm just joking around. It's a terrible thing.
It's terrible. But you gotta, it's like, what position were they in? Was she?
Yeah, that I don't know.
Was she sitting up on the rail?
I'm assuming she was sitting on the rail. I mean,
they have to be, right?
You have to have like a big elephant trunk. If she wasn't on the rail, and then that like pushes her over. No, she had to be on the rail.
Yeah, but where does it stop when you need to, sensationalize these videos just for the followers and the likes and the thumbs up?
Yeah, I agree. But I agree with you. But doing it on a balcony, I mean, I wouldn't say that's the first time it's been done. Like,
but I mean, don't get up on the rail like an idiot.
Yeah.
When you're that. Why?
But again, I don't know those details. Was she sitting on? Know. Was she leaned against it? Was she sitting on top of it? Who knows? Were they just maybe in the process of changing positions and they accidentally kind of sent her off balance?
Did the video ever come out?
Not that I know of.
Because then we can answer a lot of questions.
Well, and speaking of which, an OnlyFans woman named Bonnie Blue was recently offered $50,000 for a jar of her farts. She said no to the offer. She said, I'm a girl. I don't fart. I don't poo. I don't do any of that. I will do things that don't turn me on, and I'll do it just for my subscribers. But as a whole, I like to enjoy the content I'm making. For me, to go take a jar in the corner of the room and start pushing out farts, no way. This is the same woman who claimed the fame by sleeping with more than 1,000 men in 12 hours and creating content for her OnlyFans subscribers.
I'll fart in a jar for freaking $500, let alone $50,000.
$50.
I
have no shame.
Holy shit.
But I don't know. To me, like, I'm thinking, what's worse? Like, the fact that you slept with 1,000 men in 12 hours or farting in a jar? Like,
maybe she just has little prostitutes.
My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
What?
That was terrible. Wow. I don't know. Like, she's proud to sleep with 1,000 men, but too good to
Won't fart in a jar.
Right. Bonnie Blue revealed that she makes, off OnlyFans, she makes approximately $2.1 million a year. Is that crazy shit or what?
That's nuts. That's a lot of nuts.
Yeah, it's a lot of nuts. Yeah.
That was 2,000 nuts.
Yeah, right. Do you have a favorite porn star?
No.
Do you know? Like, do you watch porn enough that you know girls' names?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
No, I mean, back in our day, it was Tracy Lords and who was that other one that killed herself after she had gotten a little car accident? She bumped her nose. Savannah.
Oh,
Savannah.
I remember Savannah. She really? Is that what happened?
Yeah, she had a little car mishap, and she bumped her nose and had a little facial injury. Nothing that wouldn't heal, and she was all, I think, jammed up and killed herself.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I never.
But
heard
Tracy
that.
Lords went over to mainstream acting.
Right.
Yeah.
I've told the story in here before.
Actually, I met her too at work.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
See, that's exactly where I was going. Back in the late '90s or mid '90s, right? She went mainstream, got into acting. She started singing as well.
Yes.
And she put out an album.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine had some kind of very loose. No, not to her. He had a connection to the record company. Mm-hmm. So he got invited to the record release party, the listening party, and it said, you and a guest. So he called me up and said, we got to go. We'll meet Tracy Lords. I'm like, well, all right, that'd be maybe not really on my list, but it was like, something different, something fun. The day of, my buddy calls me and he goes, look, I don't really feel like going. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're not going. I didn't care either way. But the next day in the New York Post, they had a picture from the party, and she looked fantastic. porn aside, she is was, I don't know.
She was cute.
She was a good-looking woman.
Yeah.
So we see, and they had this big picture, of course, in the post. It was like half the page. And we looked at her like, wow, she looked good. And my buddy looked at me. He goes,
We didn't go, why?
Yeah, he said that. He goes, we should have went. I go, yeah, we should have went. The album wasn't good. But
You weren't there for the music.
Well, true. You met her. She was nice.
Yeah, she was cool. It was
Yeah.
just a 2-second, hey, how you doing?
You knew who she was.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
See, I'd have to look at the top of the head to recognize him. I'm joking. I'm in a weird mood today, and I'll explain that.
That wasn't
in
as
a
good
minute.
as my prostitutes, I'm sorry.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I had a friend also that was an amateur photographer, and this guy he was living in Florida, where a lot of porn stars live,
Mm-hmm.
and he would go to. For those of you who don't know, I think it's every January. I don't know if they still do it, but back in the 90s, early 2000s, every January.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Right. They have basically like the porn awards.
Yeah, what was it called, though, again?
Something with a V? Something with a V?
Something V. AVM Awards.
The AVM Awards.
Adult Video.
Adult Video Movies?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was it.
AVM Awards.
But it was like it was like a weekend event. And it was, Vegas every year. Bobby Slayton, if you know, for those of you who know comedy out there, Bobby Slayton, he hosted it every year for years. And my buddy started to go. He would go every year, and he would take his pictures. And he had real nice cameras and stuff. And he got friendly with some of these girls.
Mm.
So they would exchange personal information. He would contact them, especially if they lived in Florida. And he was South Florida, so he was near a lot of porn stars. He had this idea of taking, and again, this is before, this was early internet.
Mm.
This was way before OnlyFans and shit like that. He came up with the idea of taking pictures, and having these girls autograph them. So he had a website, and he built it up, and business was pretty good.
Mm.
He would just and he would cut the girls in. So that's why, he was getting some really popular girls because he was including them. But then he got creative, and he told people to send stuff, underwear, clothes, whatever. Take a picture of the girl wearing it, send it back. So that was even more money.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went back to basics and said he was going to take Polaroids. And that was like a few hundred because a Polaroid is one.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to get a picture of Savannah, he would take the Polaroid and she would autograph the Polaroid. But again, a Polaroid is just one. So this is the only picture in existence.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd pay to have that only, personalized stuff. Like he was doing pretty damn well for quite a while.
Yeah.
He got friendly with all these girls, and girls eventually were calling him, hey, I want to make some money. Can you hook me up? Can we do some pictures? And he was doing pretty well. So he got friendly with these girls. And there was this one girl named, weird name, Anari Vox is her name. Popular, in the early 2000s. Cute as a button. And he had moved back up here, and she was appearing at some club in Queens, I think it was. So he said, I'm going there to take pictures and to watch over her, be her guy.
Yeah.
He goes, why don't you join me? So I went and I met him there. First of all, I couldn't tell you where I was, but it was seemed like such a bad area.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure I was like, did he give me the right address? And I'm constantly looking. I thought for sure I was going to get killed, but I go into the place. This girl was so much fun. We hit it off. We just had laughs after laughs. We took pictures together. And I have no idea why I brought any of this up, but because we're talking about porn stars. Yeah. I don't know names.
Yeah,
I'll know faces. Like, oh yeah, I know that girl. But I remember her name because I met her. That was where I was going with this. And I work at White Post every fall festival. I think it was the first year I did it. There was this girl doing a show with parrots. She had, I think, 3 or 4 different parrots, and they would talk. They would fly around and do stuff with her. This girl was, stunning. You would just, everybody would just stop in their tracks and just watch her go by. And she was so friendly and just so, like, she was graceful. She was just stunning. Just stunning. And it became like a running joke. Like, did you make your way over to say hi to Parrot Lady? Not yet, you. Or, hey, I saw a Parrot Lady. How's she looking? Oh, she's looking great as ever. And she would, in between shows, she'd walk through the farm to go to a particular food stand, and she would have to pass me every time. Always made sure she waved. It got to a point where she was coming over every time to give me a hug. I was like, oh, I love this girl. And we got to talking. We got a little friendly. So I think there was maybe a week or two left in the festival, and she wasn't there. I'm like, where's this girl? I was going to cry. So found out that one of the kids that, she's performing this parrot show, one of the kids who knew one of the owners, and when I say kid, I'm not talking about a 5-year-old, but he was probably around 12 or 13. He goes to one of the owners of the farm, pulls out his phone, shows him she's a porn star. Yeah. So of course they had to fire her like on the spot. But this 12 or 13-year-old,
that's so wrong.
But this kid recognized her.
Yeah.
That in itself I thought was
how many
nuts.
years ago was this?
I started the farm in 2018. So
not all that long ago.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying, should I reach out to her and have her as a guest on here?
That's what I'm thinking.
I never even thought about that.
We could discuss her departure from White Farms and why.
All right. And yeah, maybe she had to go back to that life to make money. All right.
I can't understand like these guys that like date porn stars. I'm not dating a porn star. Not doing it.
A former adult actress.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, can't do it.
You wouldn't be able to do it?
No way. No, definitely not.
Sorry, not answering that.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
wouldn't
really?
Do it. No.
Even though she's not doing it anymore, you still wouldn't do it.
No.
I've never thought about this. I definitely couldn't do it during. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it after.
And you think about it. You're hanging out and you're alone and intimate. A, can you measure up? And B, you're kissing her and think about everything that was all over that face. You want to kiss that? I mean, it's not there now, but it's going to pop in your head and you're going to be like, oh, God. Everything that's entered this mouth? Can't do it.
I mean, I would think you've had some crazy stuff on your face.
No. And I didn't go to college, so I didn't have to. I didn't need a ride anywhere. Nothing like that. No. Got you thinking now.
Yeah, you got me thinking. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's cleaned herself several times since.
Yeah, but still.
Measure Up. That's the one I'm going to disagree with because, they. I mean, I don't know if I believe it, but they'll tell you it's not like they're sitting having this great time because they have to perform for the camera. They have to do it right.
But then you've seen some that are like, oh my God, no, I really do get off there in that scene. And, you've seen interviews way back when.
Yeah,
but no, I really did.
But are they saying that to, like get people talking about them? I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. My decision's made.
Well, I hear you. Yeah. Oh, here's one for you. I'm glad you're here today because I thought about you when I read this story. Larry David.
Mm-hmm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Seinfeld.
Creator.
Right. Saturday Night Live. Former writer.
Yep.
So this year, SNL celebrating their 50th anniversary. Larry David, during... I know they had so many 50th anniversary events this year.
Yeah.
Larry David went to some of them. After one of these events, they went, the whole place, they had dinner. He ends up at a table where he met for the very first time Paul McCartney.
Oh, isn't he lucky?
Absolutely. What would you ask Paul McCartney the first time, like, if you had a chance to actually have a conversation, what would be the first thing out of your mouth?
I think I would. I've always said, because what he did for 9/11 and first responders with that concert, I
Yep.
would always say, I want to thanks for taking care of the brothers and sisters of the first responding family. And that would start a whole conversation as, yada, 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 and then you're talking.
That's a good one.
You know.
That's a really good one.
And I'd be like, see you in concert in December 2018.
Why is that crazy?
Well, just, being in
just
Islander,
just to travel
just
all that
going
way.
for the heck of it. How I picked the wrong show, that I should have gone to the London show instead with that Ringo show.
Yeah, true.
But silly me, I thought it might be Liverpool that Ringo would show up at.
Larry David turns to Paul McCartney and says, Jackie the Joke Man, the first time he ever met Paul McCartney. He was at some event. Paul is walking past him. Jackie stops him. Want to hear a joke? And Paul said yes. And I don't remember what the joke was, but Jackie told him the joke. Paul said he liked it, and kept on going.
But wasn't Paul on Howard at one point?
Paul's been on Howard twice.
Okay.
Both after Jackie.
Oh.
The first time was, I think, only like a year or two after Jackie left. Jackie, he didn't like that.
Did he leave on his own accord? I don't remember the whole thing.
They were fighting over money. Jackie wanted a raise. They wouldn't give it to him.
Meaning the broadcasting company.
No, I think it's all under Howard.
Oh, yeah?
I think Howard deals with the broadcasting company, and then Howard pays his people.
So he didn't fight for Jackie, basically?
He was fighting with. Jackie was fighting with Howard. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Howard pays
that's what I
his
was wondering,
people.
if Howard had approached the broadcasting company. Then, so.
The broadcasting company pays Howard X amount, and I think he
doles it out.
Right.
Okay.
That's how I think it works. He was definitely fighting with Howard's people over money. That much I can tell you. They wouldn't give him what he wanted. They offered whatever it was. Jackie said no, and he held out. He said, I'm not coming in until this is figured out. 8 or 9 months later, he said, all right, you know what? I'll take your offer. Like, sorry. Too bad. Too late. You blew it. And that was it. Which I don't want to say he regrets it, but, it does suck to turn down all that money and to turn down, at that time, the biggest show in media.
I loved him on there.
So did I. But there's more to it, and I understand it because there was a lot going on behind the scenes. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
His mental health was not good. Financially not the smartest decision, but in my opinion, what's more important, it was good for that. So he got sober after leaving that show. And I love hanging out with Jackie. So Larry David turns to Paul McCartney. They're eating dinner. He turns to him and says, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been hit in the face with a fist? Has anybody ever punched you? Which sounds ridiculous when you think about it. But then think about it some more. I'm like, no, this kind of makes sense to me. Because I can't think of anybody that's more loved in the whole world than Paul McCartney. Now, you can argue the Pope, but the Pope was only loved by, Catholics. There are people in this world that hate the Pope.
Loved by all.
Right. So I'm thinking, who can you think of anybody that's loved more in this world than Paul McCartney?
Right. But now, I'm going to say he was. Because growing up in Liverpool in the 50s, basically, that was a scrappy city, man.
Yeah.
You didn't,
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the...
going to Hamburg and playing in those clubs and stuff.
Yeah, that was some crazy
I'm going to say he was.
There was an incident in his youth, very good, when he was like 13 or 14 and somebody headbutted him. Somebody, and which I can relate. I was just headbutted a few weeks ago.
Yeah, yes, you were. Yeah.
And it's freaking hurt like a son of a bitch. So Paul McCartney has, but it makes sense to me. Who would want to punch Paul McCartney? People love him.
Yep.
Although, I'm sure there's a lot of wackos out there. I mean, that's how Lennon died.
Well, yeah.
But so very good. In his youth, he was headbutted. And I bet you nobody's ever asked him that question before.
Definitely not. I'm going to say no on that one.
And I would love to
Good
do
for you, Larry David.
Yeah, absolutely.
That guy's nuts.
Oh, he's so funny.
He's freaking hysterical.
That's if I knew I was gonna be, or if I'm in that situation, I think I'd do the same thing. I'd probably just be sitting there eating my steak, like thinking, what can I say? What can I say that's never been said to him before? like I'd have to think of something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean I've met Billy Joel a few times, and I do that too with him. I and I've gotten lucky where I've been able to think of something, and he just goes on and on. The guy can talk.
I'm still pissed I haven't met him yet. How do we make this happen? Especially now with his time being spent mostly in Florida.
Yeah, but he's doing all those shows in this summer.
Yeah.
In New York, so I guarantee he's spending the summer here.
Yeah. Probably in Amagansett.
Yes, but, and I know this is kind of stalkerish, but I've noticed through the years, if he plays a concert, like when he was doing the Madison Square Garden, if the weather was good, he'd be at that motorcycle place the next day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I just happen to know, and I honestly, God, I'm not a stalker of any kind, but I have a lot of friends who are Billy Joel fans. I'm part of a Facebook page of Billy Joel fans, and I just started to notice it. Month after month, people going to the motorcycle shop, meeting him, taking a picture. After a while, it really just came to me. I was like, he just played the Garden last night. And I was like, and I went back and checked the dates. Oh, hey, he played the Garden that day. Yeah, so.
But if you think about it, that's, because he was only really right down the road at his house in Center Island.
Yeah, but now he's spending all of his time in Florida, so he might miss the place even more because he's there less.
Yeah.
So he might want to go.
Yeah. I don't know if it's sold yet. I don't think it's sold. The Center Island house.
Oh, that's true. So maybe he is
So he won't be staying there per se.
Or maybe he is since it's not sold. He still has the one out.
In Amagansett.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know, but that's what I used to notice.
Yeah. It's got to happen. It needs to happen.
Does it?
Yeah, because I granted, besides us having his teachers and stuff, I had one of his I had a couple of his elementary teachers, and one he invited to his wedding with Christy Brinkley, my music teacher, Mrs. Milodantri.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. And, that would be like my lead in. Really, remember Mrs. Milodantri?
No.
There's no way he'd say no to that. That's all she would do is talk about him. I'm going to his wedding with Christy. I think it was on a yacht.
Yeah.
I think they got married on a yacht. Or
that is correct.
My teacher was saying, "Oh, it's going to be on a boat. It's going to be so nice."
Well, actually,
she talked about it when she.
The first time I talked to him? That's what I did. I brought up Mr. Arnold, the high school music teacher, and he went on and on and on, and that was a Q&A at CW Post. The guy that was in charge of audio video at CW Post, I can talk about this because he's long gone. He's not there anymore. In fact, it's not even called CW Post anymore. It's Long Island University.
LIU Westbury.
This guy, the head of the audiovisual, whenever they had like a name performing in their arena, their theater, whatever.
The Tilly Center?
The Tilly Center, yeah. He would secretly record it.
Oh, really?
So, so he did the Q&A there, and I got to ask a question. I asked him about Mr. Arnold, and he went on and on and on. And that was the plan. Like, got to ask for something that's going to make him talk for a long time. And this guy, and I just happened to meet this guy, and he said that to me. He goes, "You need a copy of the show." What do you mean? Sure enough, he gave me a VHS. So the video quality was kind of shitty, but the audio was perfect. I was like, "Holy shit, this is great!" Gave it to a friend of mine who cleaned it up a little bit. It's not great, but it's better. And then he posted it on YouTube. But then Billy's own official YouTube, they actually posted the clip probably about 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I was looking at his official YouTube channel, and it said, they would post Q&A clips. And it said, what teachers had an impact on you? Like, no way. So I clicked on it, and there it was. It was the one with me. I was fucking A. A lot of useless stories going on here today.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, we're just kind of rambling.
But yeah, so, it's going to have to happen.
Nice guy. All the times I have talked to him, he's nice.
I know he doesn't like to talk music.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
We spent at least a half hour talking motorcycles, which I don't know shit about.
I know he loves talking about.
Oh yeah, you would do well with that. Yeah. So you should take that route.
Because I guess talking music is like it's him talking about his job.
When I met him at the motorcycle shop, it was the weirdest thing. Me and Sally went to have lunch at Tabby's, which is my favorite freaking. I went there last week for my birthday. Oh, God,
did you?
It's so good. I
I've never
love
been
this.
there.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
So, did you have a burger?
I get burgers or steaks there, and they never disappoint, and they give you a big thing of fries.
Really?
What? Oh, yeah. This place, we got to go.
Yeah.
So we were leaving. We literally just stepped out. I took one step out the door. Motorcycle goes by, and I turn to Sally. I go, that was Billy Joel. She goes, no, it wasn't. I go, Sally, I'm telling you, that was Billy Joel. She goes, no, it wasn't. So I'm telling you. So we walked down the block, and there he was, standing right outside the place. He just gotten off the motorcycle. He was fussing with it. And I said, I picked the right day to go to Tabby's. He shot a look at me like he wanted to murder me. I went like this. I said, hey, no problem. I said, if you're not in the mood today for this, I said, I won't bother you. He goes, okay. Like that. And he walks into the motorcycle shop. I was like, fuck, I just pissed off Billy Joel. But then the guy that runs the place comes out. He goes, you guys coming in? And I swear to you, I did one of these.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Sally and I go in. The guy lets us in, then he locks the door from the inside. Sally goes, this guy's going to, she's like, we're going to get murdered. I go, Sally, Billy Joel is not going to have us murdered. But it's us, Billy and that guy, and then two other guys. So we're just kind of, me and Sally just walking around. It's a great place.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So I'm enjoying the place. But after a few minutes, Billy comes over. I don't know who these guys were, but I'm guessing that they paid for the time because Billy comes over. They're asking him all these stupid fanboy questions. How was it playing at Dodger Stadium last month? Oh, I love that song Moving Out. Like it was all just, and you could tell Billy said, yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was the concert was good. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, cool, yeah. And these guys went out the back door too. So I was like, that was too weird. Something. Billy was doing somebody a favor, or he was getting paid something.
Yeah.
But now at this point, it's just me and Sally in the whole place with Billy, and you would think you're in a regular mechanic shop. Billy's like, whatever the mechanic's name is. You know, hey, did that muffler come in for that one Harley? Right. Billy at one point he grabbed the part. And he was just kind of looking at it. He called the guy over, and they're discussing. I'm like, what in the world? I can't tell you how many times Sally turned to me. We should leave. We got to go. I said, what do we got to go for?
Kidding? I ain't leaving until I'm getting kicked out.
Sure enough, we're there. Maybe not even a half hour. He comes walking over, and he just walks over, and doesn't even say anything. He just walks over. So I just said, Billy, I noticed there's not a lot of Harleys in here. I said, aren't you a Harley guy? Next thing I know, it's freaking at least 30 minutes. I think it was actually longer, but it was at least 30 minutes later, talking about motorcycles the whole time, getting on the ground, going underneath the motorcycle with him, laying on the floor with Billy Joel. Towards the end, I brought up Mr. Arnold. We talked about him, and I forget what I asked him, but I brought up something about music, and you could see it. I mean, his whole body language changed. Yeah. And I saw it, so I'm like, I got to shift gears back. Yeah. So I brought it back. I don't remember how, but we ended up talking. We were just about to leave, and I remembered Sally had a shirt. She was
Colorado or something, you think?
Oh, that's right. That came up, too. He said something about Mr. Arnold lives in Colorado now.
Oh, okay.
So that was it. So Sally goes, Colorado's a great place. I used to live there. And that, too. You see it all over him. He didn't believe him. He goes, he's like, really, where? And really, he said it like that, like he was investigating. You know? She mentioned a few places. She mentioned that. He goes, oh, okay, yeah. Like he believed her.
Yeah.
And then she mentioned some bar, and he lit up. He goes, I remember that bar. He goes, I used to play there before I got big. He goes, and I used to love that place because they had the best weed. That's what I used to tell you. That's what he said. And then, so he loved us.
Yeah.
And
what was on her shirt?
So we were just about to leave, and we had sweatshirts on. I think it was like spring, but it was kind of a chilly day. But I just remembered it as we were about to leave. She had a shirt that said bottle of red, bottle of white. So I turned to him. I said, you see the shirt? And she, and he goes, oh, look at that. He goes, I've never seen that one. And I go, really? You've never seen that? He goes, no, I'm serious. I've never seen that one. I said, I bet you've seen the royalty checks. He fucking laughed his ass off. And I remember thinking to myself, wasn't that funny? But he laughed. But yeah. But it's weird, though. I love meeting anybody. Like, if they're doing something cool, like we've had all sorts of different, like all the guests that Trish was bringing in. Like, they were great guests, great people.
Yeah, they were excellent.
And it's the same thing. Like, I rarely go out of my way to meet, like, a celebrity. But if I'm a fan of their work, I'm happy to meet them. And I love saying to them, hey, I love your stuff and thank you. But I don't go out of my way. But it's fun when it does happen.
Sure.
But, like, Like if I never met Paul McCartney, I never met Paul McCartney. I'm all right. You know, like I met Huey Lewis only because I was working with Elio.
Yeah.
And Huey just happened to be a great freaking dude. But so I it's just cool like to get the chance to say thank you and how much they've impacted you, you know, in your life. And by the way, when I was here the other night doing the show with Don, we were hanging out at the bar after. Don and I were about to leave. We were about to walk away. We were leaving the bar. We were going to cut through the club and, you know, come back here, get our stuff and go. I'm at the doorway of the club itself, and the girl stops me. She was, aren't you the guy who runs the Murder Mysteries with Lauren Biazzo? Lauren Biazzo was in here a month or two ago. Weren't you here that day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I stopped. I go, yeah, I am the guy that does the Murder Mysteries with Lauren Biazzo. She goes, I've been to your show. She goes, you guys are great. I'm like, oh, well, thanks. And then we took a picture. I was like, well, that was pretty cool. But, yeah, so that was that. Let's read comments, see where we left off here.
John doesn't think I would turn down a porn star.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, Carol says a guy also fell at a Cubs game. What is with gravity these days?
Well,
really?
It was Pittsburgh and versus the Cubs, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, so you're probably talking about the same game,
Yeah.
but it was at Pittsburgh, Carol.
Yeah.
You're right. It was.
And they were playing the Cubs.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Carol's going to send you the Bucky separately.
Oh,
okay.
Okay,
that's fine. Falling off a balcony. I guess that's one way to go down.
Oh, jeez,
that's funny. Let's see. They say a porn star never falls in love. She doesn't want to put farts in a jar. I thought she liked her job as a whole.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm skipping through from their comments. Love a chick with nice parrots. Maybe the chick that fell off the balcony is related to the guy at the baseball game.
Good.
Let's see. And, she's having a conversation. Oh, all right, yeah. So John doesn't believe it. I believe it. Fremder would ask Paul McCartney if he sits on the toilet too long, does he get a Ringo around his ass? Oh, Fremder. I'd also ask Paul McCartney if he's really Angela Lansbury. Yeah. No, I'm not Tony Stalker. Billy Joel's next hit song, I Wish Tony Kissed Me Underneath My Bike That Day. Carol says she met the guy that runs that shop for Billy. He was a nice guy. Yeah, I forget his name, but he is a really nice guy. Scott is watching. Hello, Scott. If everyone starts wearing their hometown T-shirts, things are going to get violent here. What's wrong with my shirt? There's nothing wrong with this shirt. Just because I like Hicksville? Jeff likes Hicksville. Scott, where are you from? You don't wear any. You've never worn a shirt with your hometown on it? Actually, I just bought like 4 shirts that say Hicksville.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
I'll dig my Hicksville shirt out for next week.
There you go. I'll wear.
And I don't mean a fire department shirt either.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. A bottle of red, a bottle of white. I should have grabbed Billy's muffler while sitting on his bike. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's something I wanted to do with you today, Mr. Scelzi, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about, we've been adding new segments to this show with Diane. With Diane and with Michael, we've been trying to do this living wake segment where we say something nice about somebody before they die.
Mm-hmm.
Also, of course, with Diane, we do Tuesday Trivia, but I also started with Diane, Who Is This?, where I show her pictures of somebody before they're famous. But now I'm thinking maybe another segment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're going to try it. We're going to try it, see how we do here.
All right.
Would you rather?
Okay.
I think we've done Have You Ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done Have You Ever?
Yeah.
I do that with a lot of guests. Mm-hmm. Would you rather? So basically, I'm going to give you 2 options. You tell me which one you'd rather. Steak or pasta? Pasta. Steak or pasta?
Man.
Come on.
Oh. Steak.
Of course. Like
Yeah,
you have to
I'm
think
Italian
about.
too. I mean,
So am
I love
but
pasta.
who cares?
I'm not allowed to have it really much anymore.
Well, true. Be able to talk to animals or read people's minds?
Ooh. I think I'm going to go mind reading.
Ooh, okay. tomorrow with me and Diane. Oh, I forgot to bring his name. My apologies. I have a guest coming in tomorrow. Guy who's going to hypnotize me on the air.
Oh, yes, I heard you say that the other day when I was listening.
Yeah, I'm looking
Friday.
forward to it. Oh, yeah, I did bring up Friday, yeah. Would you rather? Would you rather have to kiss every person you meet or never kiss Mary again?
Oh, I'd have to kiss every person I meet.
Okay. Every person you meet.
But, yeah, on the cheek is fine. You didn't get specific.
Yeah, you're right, I didn't. Would you rather die before or after Mary?
Ooh. I'd probably have to go before. I don't want to have to feel the loss of her.
Oh, but you'd rather her feel the loss of you. You selfish son of a bitch.
Maybe we go together?
All right, last one. Would you rather have money or have time? To me, that's the hardest one.
Time is money.
No, it's not. Not necessarily.
Time is money.
Oh,
You know the saying,
stop.
time is money.
Time is money, as in money being spent. So you're not making money.
I would think time. I'd have to go with time. I don't want to go anywhere too soon.
Yep, I'm with you.
Because I have money.
Right. Yep.
You can
Unless
always make money while you have the time.
Unless, like we talked about before, unless that time is spent in a hospital bed or something, then forget it.
Yeah. Well, again, you weren't specific.
I wasn't specific. Right. That's
I'd rather have time.
why I was specific.
I'd rather have time.
Yeah, so would I.
Because you could always make money.
Oh, speaking of baseball, I think it was just yesterday. Boston. I forget the pitcher's name. I forget who they were playing, but the pitcher for Boston pitches the ball. Guy hits the ball. Coming right back at him. He turns away. The ball just clipped his nose. Just caught it right there. And you see his nose go.
Damn.
Yeah. Bled a little bit, but not too bad. But I was
Wow.
like, man, that's lucky right there,
Yeah.
man. That is lucky.
Woo. Somebody was looking over him.
Yeah, without a doubt. We just before we went on the air, going back to music, just before we went on the air, we saw that David Lee Roth is coming to the Paramount in August.
Big whoop.
Yeah, huh?
Big whoop.
No desire.
No desire.
Not a fan?
I just think he's a cocky prick.
Have you met him?
No.
Oh, you're just watching him.
Yeah, I seen him, but I didn't go. I didn't talk to him.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He does seem
and
like
I
a
heard,
cocky
I heard he was not the nicest person.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Love his days with Van Halen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was never
I
the
don't think
greatest
he's-
singer and
no.
can't really sing now.
I don't think he was really much of anything without Van Halen.
Right. Yeah, he had his first two solo albums
couple
were
of
great.
tunes on his own. Yeah.
The first two solo albums were great. Then he kind of went downhill. Then he came back. In the late 90s, he had an album called The DLR Band. That's all it was called. This album is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah. It's great. I mean, it's a total Van Halen ripoff. But it's great. And then after that, yeah, it's been down and has not come back
They
up.
only released one album, DLR Band?
Just one.
I'm going to have to look it up. Take a listen.
In 2012, I think it was, Van Halen they put out an album with him. First one since 1984. I like it. It really didn't go anywhere, but I thought it was a good album. It turned out to be Van Halen's last album. But, yeah, I thought it was great, and I saw that
I was
tour.
more of a Van Halen fan with David Lee Roth over Sammy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I wish, when Van Halen was still trying to get signed by record labels, they had one record label say, we'll sign you, but you got to lose the singer, and we're going to get you Sammy Hagar. Like, this is before they were even famous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they turned it down. But I do wish Sammy was there from the beginning, because when Sammy sings the David Lee Roth songs, I prefer that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I love Sammy. I love his voice.
Yeah, no,
I love his music.
I dig him. I just thought...
I've met him twice. 3 times. 3 times. Such a super, super nice guy. Really nice guy. Yeah. Him and Michael Anthony, too. Really nice guy. In fact, you know what? Now that I think about it, Yeah, I've met that lineup, the Sammy Hagar lineup. I've met all 4 of them. Yeah, they were all really nice. Yeah, all really nice guys. So David Lee Roth. But also, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the inductees came out, the list of inductees came out last week, the final list of this year's inductees. Did we do this already?
No.
Oh.
But who got in, right? This is who's actually getting
Who's
in.
going to be inducted
Right.
this year?
Yeah.
Bad Company, totally deserves it.
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper, Outkast. I
Why?
don't not like them, but I just don't
Why?
think. Yeah. Soundgarden, cool with.
Yep.
White Stripes, I guess. It doesn't really matter either way. Musical influence, Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper.
Doesn't make sense to me. Warren Zevon, which I agree.
Yeah.
Nicky Hopkins, who I agree with. Do you know who that is? Piano player. You know him. He's played with The Who a lot. He does the keyboard solo in Revolution. That's Nicky Hopkins.
Oh, really?
And he's been on a bunch of their solo albums and stuff.
Okay.
Carol Kay, who was the bass player for the Wrecking Crew. She played all those big 60s hits. And Lenny Waronker, who was a producer. And then last but not least, who I can't believe, actually not last, there's 2 names left. One, I can't believe he's not been in there already. Chubby Checker.
Not in there already.
Not in there already.
About time.
And then Romeo Rusciello's favorite, Joe Cocker, is getting inducted
Is
this
he
year.
finally?
Finally.
Wow.
Overdue, damn it.
Wow.
Good.
I'm glad he's getting in.
The nominees this year who didn't get in, Mariah Carey.
Good.
Fish. Billy Idol. Joy Division / New Order.
Good.
Manya, whoever that is.
Good.
Oasis, which
They'll get in.
Yeah,
they'll get in eventually.
But this one bothers me. The Black Crowes.
Huh.
They should have been in a long time ago.
Yeah.
But just a sampling of some other people that are still not in. Bryan Adams.
Crazy.
Alice in Chains. America. Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Man.
Badfinger. Long Island's own Blue Oyster Cult. Boston.
Cowbell.
Right. Boston. Phil Collins. Jay Giles. The Guess Who. Grand Funk Railroad. Sammy Hagar is a solo artist. Don Henley is a solo artist. Glenn Fry is a solo artist. Pete Townsend is a solo artist. The Monkees. In Excess. Joe Walsh is a solo artist. Jethro Tull. Lenny Kravitz. Huey Lewis and the News. Harry Nilsson. Sting as a solo artist. And Steve Winwood.
Strange.
How are those people not in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I ask you?
But we'll take Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, I don't.
Give me a freaking break.
Yeah, I don't really
So,
know
now I'm glad Joe Cocker's in there.
Yeah, you hear that?
About time. But you know what? I don't like his cover of fucking Little Help from My Friends. I do not like it.
But what do you like?
I like his other stuff, but that's one song that just hit the one I don't like. I don't care for. I'm not a big Beatles cover fan because a lot of people just really shouldn't.
But
there are
agree.
some good ones. There's some good ones.
But that's not one of them, huh?
I don't like it.
Wow.
I don't like it. Too gospel-y.
Oh, you're not. See, I like that stuff.
No, I don't like it.
I like gospel. I like a tinge of gospel. Like that's like my limit type of gospel. Like, I take that back. I enjoy a little Ray Charles gospel.
Yeah,
I do.
Ray Charles, cool. Yeah.
Wow, but it's got some rock.
That's Ray Charles' style, though.
Well,
You
yeah.
appreciate his style. I don't like that for Joe Cocker. I don't like Joe Cocker doing that one. He should have did it a little different, I think, if he was going to do it.
He's covered other Beatles songs.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll Cry Instead. Something. She came in through the bathroom window. Yeah, he covered that.
Yeah, I heard it came in through the bathroom. Well, not terrible.
I like it.
Like I said, I don't dislike it.
One of his last albums, he covered "Come Together,"
which is probably why it took him so long to get in the damn Hall of Fame, because he does his majority of his stuff. Really, not majority, but he does
you're right.
A lot of covers.
Definitely,
Not
majority of
enough
his
original
hits
stuff.
are covers. Yeah. No, you're right about that.
But he deserves every
what a
bit
voice
to be in there. Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised to hear that. Jimmy Page is the guitar player on his version of "Little Help from My Friends." Yeah. Wow. I was going to say something. I lost it.
what do you call it? Pearl Jam does a good cover.
Of...
I think it was in the movie I Am Sam or whatever.
I Am Sam, yeah, there's a bunch of people covering the Beatles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Eddie Vedder did a great. It was awesome. What the hell song was it? Holy crap.
Sheryl Crow was on that soundtrack, and yeah.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder does some good covers of Beatles.
Yeah.
That I've heard.
Great version of We Can Work It Out.
Yes, exactly. Yep, that's a good one. But yeah, what was it? What did the Pearl Jam do?
Soundtrack, let's see.
It was excellent too, right? I said it, Pearl Jam or Eddie Vedder if it was solo, and I forget, but it was great.
Where the hell is it?
Soundtrack.
Here we go. It doesn't really...
Eddie Vedder. Next to Sheryl
But it
Crow.
doesn't say what he did.
Oh.
The Black Crowes, they do a good version of Lucy in the Sky on that. Sheryl Crow, I think, did Mother Nature's Son, I think. Damn it doesn't list it.
Huh.
All right, hang on. I'm going to find it if it's the last thing I do. Damn it. It's got to be here somewhere.
Could always ask Siri.
Here we go.
There it is.
Oh, Two of Us, Amy Mann and Michael Penn. That's pretty good. Jeff Posey.
Yes, you got to hide your love away.
You got to hide your love away. Oh, okay. Hi, honey.
Hi, Pumpkin.
How are you?
Wet.
Hey.
What'd you say?
Wet.
Wet,
because it's raining outside.
Oh, wet.
Wet with the W.
Oh, is it raining at this moment?
It's pouring.
Oh, wow. Are you working in it? Is that why you're wet?
Yes.
I'm
But
sorry.
I decided to come and warm up to your show that is now playing. But a serious question I have to ask. Who did it better with I Get a Little Help from My Friends, the Beatles or Joe Cocker?
Well, Jeff will tell you the Beatles.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Jeff, if you need to dry off, we have your shirt in here that you won the bid on. It's sitting here.
Oh, yes.
Sitting
yes,
here waiting.
What what was his final bid?
101.
500?
101. I purposely did it for one. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, but they got a paycheck for it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
no, what do you mean? No, I'm not a sports guy. Music I love. Sports I know nothing about. Like when they go ahead and they score home runs during, like, the...
in that last football game?
Yes. Yes. And then I like the way that, like, that guy Mike Bossy, or I think it's Bossy, that plays over there in Seattle for the Washington Chiefs. I know nothing about sports, but music I have fair playing ground.
You could have fooled me just now with that sports talk.
Oh, stop it, Billy. But anyways, that was my big question. Like, who do you think did it better? So, Tony, Jeff said Beatles, yes. But what do you think?
I'm a big fan of both. I love both. I'm always partial to the original because that's how the people who wrote it, that's how they wanted to do it. But I like when people interpret things, and sometimes it comes out shitty, sometimes it comes out good. And I love Joe Cocker's music, so I liked it. I hear that he was an asshole, according to people who watch this show.
Yeah.
But I'll separate the music from the man and say I'm a big fan.
Well, then there you go, folks.
That's it.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
Hey, what happened? What happened to you the other night? You were here and then you were gone.
Well, I figured you had so much going on in that room that I didn't need to add to the confusion.
Good answer. Good answer. Very nice.
So, but you guys enjoy the rest of the show. I got to go outside and finish getting drenched.
Well, good luck with that.
Enjoy that.
All right, take care, fellas.
See you, buddy.
Ciao.
Jeff Bosey checking in. Let's read some more comments, and then we'll start saying goodbye here. They had a time. What? They had a hard time putting Joe in because he asked, what would you do if I sang out of tune? Oh, okay. Carol Minor says David Lee has gone cuckoo. Scott, I'm a little sad that EJ's PJs isn't there. Wait, what's happening? My nose is growing. Oh, my goodness. And then from her, she's hot. She can lie to me as much as she wants. Holy shit. Carol loves my shirt. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol. I love that you love it. He should hypnotize you to eat like an adult. It's actually not a bad idea. That's actually not a bad idea. Hey, can you hypnotize yourself?
More different kinds of foods.
Yeah, more healthy food. First time hearing Joe Cocker was after Kevin Arnold and Winnie Cooper kiss, says Scott. There you go. Does Stevie Wonder know? Oh, does Stevie wonder what a piano looks like? I want to know if Stevie wonders what they do to his hair. Like all the braids. Remember in the 80s, it was all like with the braids and the
yeah.
What do you call it? The beads.
Beads.
And shit. Yeah. Fremder wants to give Sheryl Crow a Pearl Jam. Scott is wet too, minus the rain factor. Oh. Rain or not, Jeff always sounds like he's moister than an oyster, says Fremder. Oyster than a moister. I like that. All right. Okay,
Did we leave anything out?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
We were quite successful without Tyler.
Oh, of course we were successful without Tyler.
Because he's got to go film a pilot.
He doesn't make this shit.
A pilot.
Go make your show and just do whatever you got to do. You just better be on time Thursday, you son of a bitch bastard.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We got a short week here in the studio this week. So we have, let's see, today is Monday. We got Steve Squared tonight at 6:30, and that's it. Tomorrow, Coffee with the Dog at 9. Me and Diane and the hypnotizing guy. Hypnotist. Thanks. At 11 a.m. Sports Bash at 1 o'clock. Hershey and the Keegs tomorrow night at 9. They return. Wednesday, Coffee with the Dog. Me and Michael, of course. Sports Bash again on Wednesday. Circling the Drain. Wednesday night. And then that's it until Friday night. You got Don with Donversations. But that's it because I'm heading to Boston Thursday, and then I don't come back until Friday. So, and then I have another show Saturday, so there'll be no green room this week. So, so after Wednesday, not including Donversations on Friday, but after Wednesday, that's it until next Monday. So, short week this week. Sorry about that.
Don't let it happen again.
I'll do my best.
Bullshit.
I should. You know what? I don't know why I don't think of this shit earlier.
What's that?
I should have recorded some stuff in advance.
And
then I could play it. I have been taking, because before I was in here, I was doing a live thing on Facebook. Tuesday Nights with Tony, I was calling it. I sometimes when I'm not here, I'll take one of those old ones and I'll put them up. But I don't know. People don't really seem to care. So, so I don't know. But I wish I thought to just record some stuff in advance, but it's not happening now. I don't have time.
I'll remind you next time you say, I don't think I could do a show this day. And I'll be like, dude, let's get together. We'll record something. And
yeah, you're right.
We'll throw it on.
You're right. I should definitely do that. And wishing everybody a good day. Fremder, I've been limiting my drinking to days of the week that begin with T. Tuesday, Thursday, today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Ann says she loves Hershey and the Keegs. Oh, very nice. Very nice. They return tomorrow night. Oh, and their guest is Rosie, actually, tomorrow night. So if you were upset you weren't going to get a Rosie fix this Friday, well, watch tomorrow night. She'll be on Hershey and the Keegs. So that'll be nice. All right. Is there anything you wanted to?
Nah, I got nothing to plug.
Cool.
Join me next Monday as I come back to the show.
That's right.
For the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast.
Very nice. And then I'm assuming that little girl Tyler will be here. Will be back.
She should be.
Yeah, I think so.
I think she will.
So, keep it locked here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Again, share the link to our shows. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. And, of course, don't forget the clubs. Gov's Comedy Club here in Levittown, the main club in the Giggle Room, the Brokerage in Belmore, McGuire's out in Bohemia, Jim Florentine playing the big club this weekend, Mark Riccadonna playing the Brokerage, Joe Matarese playing McGuire's. 3 major heavy hitters right there. 3 guys where you will laugh your ass off. I couldn't tell you which one to pick over the other.
Yeah.
All 3 of them are just fantastic. All 3 of them have been in this room, and they're great dudes. So
I'm going to pick one and go, I think.
I think you should, and maybe I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can get you in. All right, so go to govs.com, check out the full schedule, and make your reservations to some great comedy shows. And don't forget Knockem Dead Comedy. Check out KnockemDeadComedy.com to find our schedule, as well as information how you can hire us for your corporate event, private event, fundraising event, whatever you got going on. It's all there. Hicksville High School is nice. All proceeds go to Chai. Is that supposed to be China?
Couldn't figure that one out myself.
I don't know. I don't know what these people are talking
Might
about.
be a
half the time.
typo. Could be China.
Yeah, that's my guess. But if it is China, I don't get it. Is he talking
Maybe
about because the shirt was made in China?
Maybe it was made there.
Probably was. Who knows? Who cares? Shut up.
Or Indonesia.
Yeah.
Vietnam, maybe.
Or a Kathy Lee Giffords basement.
Or, somewhere in India, maybe.
Yeah, that could be. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Monday. Check out
Stay
Steve's.
dry.
Stay dry, that's right. Check out Steve Square tonight. Thank you, pal.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Always, always. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good day.
Ciao, man.